So Dr. Patrick Dix, who is with us today, is my very personal AI coach. So not only have you got a wealth of experience in the world of AI, but Dr. Dix, you are coaching individuals and businesses to get up to speed with AI. So can we start with the basics? Tell us a little bit about you.
Well, with artificial intelligence, what I want people to understand, I have been researching it. I'm gonna start there and say, what you're seeing now preludes to the research and learning a little bit about more about myself. So in 2017, I wrote a dissertation entitled "The Automation of Manufacturing and the Potential Effects on Rural Communities in South Carolina." I started writing it, but it was published in June 2020. And also, what I want people to know, I have been around computers since I was 12 years old. So being around computers, growing up on my grandfather's farm, working in my dad's paint and auto body repair shop, and writing that research gives me more knowledge, and it allows me to help people out. And I can see what's coming down the road, and I want to share that knowledge with everybody. That's why I'm so passionate about helping people understand more about artificial intelligence and automation.
So we've got a whole series of different standards of people who are watching or listening to us right now. You've got
Yes.
people like me
Yes.
who, let's say we are visitors to AI.
Yes.
Then you've got people who understand it better. But the concern, of course, is that AI is going to take away our jobs. So can we address that concern? Is AI, in fact, going to make so many jobs absolute? And then what can we do about it?
Well, it's not only going to take away jobs, it's going to create new opportunities for people. For instance, if you are a researcher, someone would say, well, I've been researching information my whole life. How can AI help me out? Now, instead of you spending 20 to 25 hours a week doing it, artificial intelligence can do this in a matter of minutes. Sometimes it can do it in seconds. Nadia, I showed y'all the video that I created using artificial intelligence from an interview, and it did it in 2 minutes. Just think about if someone were to do that, it would take hours of editing when artificial intelligence can create it for you. And some of the jobs that it's going to create, AI maintenance, AI repair, AI auditor, people in the trades are going to be able to use artificial intelligence. It's very rare that you're going to go someplace and artificial intelligence is not around you, but do not be scared. Get prepared for it. Take the initiative now, and I want people to learn about how it's going to work and how it's going to impact their life, because the amount of opportunities that artificial intelligence is going to create is going to be mind-boggling. I know there are fear tactics to say, well, it's going to eliminate all the jobs. What are people going to do? Somebody still has to maintain the language. Somebody still has to understand how it works. And that's where people like myself, Nadia, and the people that are listening to this video, people that have children, they can all be a part of the AI revolution that's happening.
I love that mantra, don't be scared, get prepared. Now, one of the things I know you speak about is how, and you were talking to one of the university's business schools earlier, how you can use AI in terms of understanding different generations within your organization. I found that fascinating.
Yes, different generations. I'm a millennial. You have your Gen X, you have your Gen Z, you have your baby boomers. You can use artificial intelligence to see how these groups of people congregate and how they communicate. For instance, a lot of the Gen Z like computers and they like their phones. I'm a millennial, Gen X, and baby boomers. They're more of the people, and I'm one or more of the people that would actually pick the phone up. I'm not a fan of text messaging. I'm not a fan of email. I like to talk to people. And you can use artificial intelligence to say, can you come up with some ways on how we can communicate with these people? We need to attract new industries. We need to attract new talent. How can all of these people mesh together and work as one versus being divided? That is a key way that you can use artificial intelligence. And when I was talking to the business school, we can come out and say, hey, this is how this group communicates. This is how this group communicates. This is how this group communicates. But now we can all get them together to get all of them to do what we call knowledge management. If you never heard of knowledge management, it is taking knowledge from people and put it into a repository or having a storage of it. Basically, how a machine would have worked 30 years ago if the person was to quit, We would use knowledge management to ask that person, hey, how does this machine work? Because the new operators coming in need to know how it works.
This is very powerful. And I know we are going to have a monthly conversation about AI.
Yes.
Let's talk about for HR professionals. Let's focus on that. If you're an HR professional and you are looking at succession planning, that is one way that you can be using AI.
Well, you can ask AI, what other career path should I take? What education skill set should I go into? Now, the human resource field has been out there for a couple of years. AI is going to impact that field. I just want to set the record straight. And I want people to understand, if it hasn't already impacted it, it is going to. But right now, it's the time, as I stated before, is to get prepared. Don't get scared. You can ask artificial intelligence. If I have a human resource background, if I know how to communicate with people, if I know how to socialize, what other career paths can I take that in? What other training should I seek out? And again, if you don't know of anything about artificial intelligence, there are courses on Coursera, there are courses on Microsoft, there are courses on Google. And once you take those classes, you can reach out to me, Dr. Patrick Dix. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can find me on Instagram at kingofautomation_AI. And you also can find me on my website, thedixconsultinggroup.com. I can help you figure out a more tailored plan, because I know this can be a lot coming at people at one time, and it gives them anxiety. I've done the research and I've done all the preparation. I'm here to help the people succeed, and I want to take what I know, give it to you so you could be employable and help your family and friends to stay employable so that they do not get scared, they get prepared.
Thank you so much. And I must say that I've taken all your advice about, and I'm embarking on the free programs, because again, it might seem fairly elementary, but for example, one of the programs I did explains the difference between machine AI and generative AI. Now, some of you go, oh, that's so obvious, but just remind us what the difference is between those two things. And then I want to talk about a way that machine AI is being used to recognize faces and what the advantages and disadvantages are. So let's start with the difference between machine AI and generative AI.
Well, with generative AI, it's just as the word says, it's generating artificial intelligence. And the difference between that and machine learning, I'll use machine learning as a perfect example. We already use machine learning. You use the GPS in your phone. Machine learning is learning how you do something, replicating it, learning how you're doing it better to make it more efficient. GPS will take you down a road, and then Google Maps or the map on Apple, I can't remember the name off the top of my head, will say, hey, you taken this route before. How about go this same route, because it'll save you 5 minutes. That is an example of machine learning. Generative AI, if you were to go to ChatGPT, I want to generate information on which restaurant should I visit when I go to Miami, Florida. That is generative AI. I want people to remember it is generating information. So if you're generating something, you're giving something information as an input, and then the information you receive as an output. I want people to think of artificial intelligence. It is a tool. It can only do what it can only generate the information. Let me rephrase that. It can only generate the information you give to it. It's just as good as the information that comes out. Garbage in, garbage out. Artificial intelligence is not the answer to everything. It's just a tool to build a bridge to get you to the next point to where you want to go.
So one of the things you can do if you're joining us right now, and I'm talking to Dr. Patrick Dix, who is an AI automation guru expert. Tell us, if we go in and say, I need to learn how to edit video more efficiently, it would give me a tool that could do that. I need AI to help me manage my diary or help me manage my calendar more effectively.
Yes.
Starting there is not to think of AI as this whole amorphous thing, but to say, right now in my life, and that's what one of the prompts in one of the courses you suggested that we do is to say, right now, what am I spending a lot of time doing that AI could help me do more efficiently? So, for example, generating marketing material, doing PowerPoint, right?
Yes.
So let's start with that. Is what tasks could it help you with? Now, it's a pity you don't have AI for cooking and certainly babysitting, But would that be a good place to start?
Well, a good place to start, you brought up creating a video. You can actually go into ChatGPT 5, that's the latest version. And I have done this myself. I have generated a song for myself. I have generated how to do a video. It'll do the access for you. You take the output and you can put it into another program. When we're talking about cooking, you can use artificial intelligence. It's the holidays coming up next week with Thanksgiving. A new recipe. It can talk to you about what foods to with allergens that people are allergic to peanuts. What kind of other oil can you use? When we're talking about administrative tasks at your home, what's one of the things everybody does not like to do the first of the month? Pay all their bills. What is something all adults do and people paying bills do? They forget to pay something. You can use artificial intelligence to set a reminder to say, did you pay all of these bills? You could set AI up to even send you a text message. Remember, by the 5th of the month, you need to pay all of these bills. Do you want me to set you up a monthly reminder to do this? And that, though, those are beneficial ways you can use artificial intelligence to shave time off of your life. When I should say shave time off your life, that gives you more time to do other things. It takes hours to pay bills and to sit there and to come up with the budget. You can let artificial intelligence say, hey, I want to save $10,000 by the end of the year. What should I do to say that? What other bills should I cut out? What should I do? What other career path should I seek to bring in more money? Those are some ways you can use artificial intelligence to get back more time in your life and ultimately give yourself a better work-to-life balance.
Wow, that's fantastic information. And as I say, you and I are going to be chatting every month on the latest, greatest things. But right now, today, in the month of November, in the week before Thanksgiving, and
Yes.
I really give thanks to you and the knowledge that you have shared, is just give us a task that we can do between now and Christmas. Something simple, something easy. And I love you saying, don't be, take the fear out of this. Don't be scared, get prepared.
Well, the first thing I'll say again is don't be scared, get prepared. A task you can do between here and the holidays is to go learn about those free courses, Coursera, Microsoft, and Google Essentials. Take the time to learn about where we're headed, because next year, what we're about to see is more artificial intelligence technology used. I want people to be comfortable using it. I want people to understand. Don't be scared of it. Pick up something, research on how to use ChatGPT. They have Gemini. Those are the main ones in Copilot. If you're using Microsoft Word or O365, you will definitely see it in it. I just want people between this time and the holidays to sit back, relieve a little bit of anxiety and say, this year coming up, I am going to learn about artificial intelligence. And if you want to learn more about how you can use artificial intelligence in your everyday life, again, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. You can find me on YouTube at Dr. Patrick Dix. You can find me on Instagram at KingofAutomation_AI. I would love to help you out. I want you to be employable, but I also want you to be comfortable with the future and what we're about to go forward with.
I thank you so much. And as I say at the end of every AI conversation, there are some things that AI can never replace. And that is skillful communication, and what you and I are doing right now, which is collaboration. Thank you so much, Dr. Patrick Dix, for joining us, for educating us, and for taking the fear and demystifying AI. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.